हेलो फ्रेंड्स। उम्मीद है आप सभी अच्छे होंगे और खुश होंगे। फ्रेंड्स, टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट फिलिप्स कर्व। सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग द एग्जैक्ट टॉपिक, लेट मी गिव यू सम बैकग्राउंड। सो ड्यूरिंग 1950s, विलियम फिलिप्स noticed a relationship between unemployment and inflation. However, the relationship itself is not that surprising. We will see once we discuss. We will even take some example that seems to go against this relationship. So what Phillips had done, he had collected some data for a bunch of years and plotted on Cartesian coordinates. And after curve fitting, he found that unemployment and inflation are inversely related. This is the Phillips curve. So when if we can see from the diagram that when inflation is at its peak, unemployment will be minimum, and when inflation is very low, unemployment will increase. So this seems very reasonable. Let's see how. So we will start from low unemployment, because the curve don't say that which is leading to what. Curve never say that low employment will lead to high inflation or high inflation will lead to low unemployment. So let's take an example and discuss what will be the impact of low unemployment. So when low unemployment, what does this mean? This basically mean high utilization of labor market. I will suggest you to pause the video and try to understand this diagram on your own. Now, secondly, when there will be low unemployment, workers will have more leverage, more options, because lot of people are looking to hire them. Now, as a result, what will happen? Employers have to raise their wages to attract and retain them. As a result, money with the workers will increase. This will increase their buying power, and they will start spending more on goods and services. So demand will increase, and when demand will increase, more production will be required to fulfill their demands. And when factory will have to operate more, then more labor will be required, more workers will be required, then unemployment will be even lower, it will be lower down. So it is going to utilize the all factors of production: land, capital, entrepreneur and labor. So it will be like a virtuous cycle. So this is the definition that we have already discussed. Phillips curve is an economic theory that inflation and unemployment have a stable and inverse relationship. So you can go through it on your own. So let's discuss about stagflation. What is stagflation? So we can bifurcate it into two words: stagnant and inflation. Stagnant plus inflation equal to stagflation. That means inflation is there, but growth is not there. And when growth will not be there, unemployment will be more. So don't you think it is violating the Phillips curve? Because in 1970s, US had experienced stagflation. And what were the exact reason of stagflation? Economists vary on this point. But I will try to give one explanation out of their many explanation. So in 1970s, what happened? There was a oil supply shock. The oil supply cut happened from the oil exporting countries, due to which prices of oil shooted up to a very high value. As a result, inflation increased, price of product increased. But I'm saying, but prices are increasing, but economy was not growing. How? Let's try to understand. inflation was growing because products were getting much expensive. Why? Because to produce them, to transport them, oil is required, and we are getting oil from outside. So since oil was getting expensive, to get that oil we have to give more money. But friends, don't you think this money is not going into the US economy? This was going outside US economy. So basically, all the money of the US citizens have been squeezed out of the United States. So what was the impact of this? It inhibited demand for domestic production because all money was going to oil, to buy oil. I think this point will be clear to you. You can again and again watch this if you have some doubt. There are many explanation available for this, but this is the most accepted explanation. Similarly, during 1990s, what happened? Low unemployment and low inflation. This was the situation, which is in fact a very favorable situation. But again, this is not in line, not in sync with the Phillips curve. So I have given you the two examples of where we are deviating from the Phillips curve. Yes, we have discussed this. Friends, I have a question for you. Why stagflation is dangerous? So let me tell you, whenever there is inflation in the economy, for example India, so what RBI will do? RBI will increase CRR, SLR. These are monetary policy of RBI. So what will happen? Banks will be left with very less money to lend. This will increase the interest rate. This will decrease the borrowing capacity of people. As a result, demand will reduce, price will reduce, and what's the impact? Inflation is controlled. But here what is happening? Inflation is there, but growth is not there. Productivity is not there. Whatever measures RBI used to take for by increasing the CRR, SLR are for the situation when growth is there. But here growth is not there. So to increase the growth, what government do? They bring some monetary or fiscal stimulus to give more money into the hands of consumer. But here already inflation is there, and to target inflation, we need to decrease the liquidity. So it become very difficult for any economy to control stagflation, क्योंकि दोनों ग्रोथ को टारगेट करने के लिए और इन्फ्लेशन को टारगेट करने के लिए अपोजिट पैरामीटर चाहिए, पैरामीटर्स का अपोजिट चेंज चाहिए. सो इट इज़ वेरी डेंजरस सिचुएशन. नाउ आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन फॉर यू. इज इंडिया इन अ स्टैगफ्लेशनरी फेज? Friends, in various political debates, it is said that India is going through a stagflationary phase. But after going through the definition, through the concept of stagflationary, I will give you an exercise to find that whether India is in a stagflationary phase. And I will request you to write it in the comment section, that what are your views about it. I have just given one statement. India may not have yet entered stagflationary phase as of now, as per the stagflationary parameters, their definition. However, it may pose a risk to the ambition of 5 trillion GDP of Government of India. It might be just a figment of imagination if the growth is not the expected. So friends, hope you are liking our videos, and I will request you to comment on the comment section if you have any doubt in the Phillips curve, in the stagflation. I will try to respond to your query as soon as possible. Moreover, please share our videos with your friends who are preparing for the examination. And moreover, if you have interest, if you have doubts in any particular topic, do write in the comment section. We will try to provide you a video on that as soon as possible. Thank you and all the best.